I'm so excited to share today's recipe. Today I'm going to show you how to make everyone's favorite JjaJangMyeon, aka black bean sauce noodles. This is a complete tutorial on how to make your JjaJangMyeon at home so it tastes delicious. I'm going to cover the ingredients, how to make the noodles so that you can make this delicious JjaJangMyeon at home that tastes as good as restaurant JjaJangMyeon. 오늘의 레시피, 식당 짜장면처럼 맛있는 짜장면 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. It smells so good. Alright, so you gotta go in with your chopsticks like this. Oh, the sound is so naughty and in such a good way. Ah. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The ingredient list is also available in the description box below. To make our 2-serving size JjaJang sauce, we need the following ingredients. 1 large onion. Onion is a must for our recipe. We're going to cut it down the middle with our root end facing this way. We're going to cut down in the middle like so. And then we're going to chop our onions really big. And then this, cut it down the middle again. It's important to cut your onions into big chunks and put it on our plate. Here we have about 250 gram-ish of zucchini. Zucchini is optional. If you don't like it, don't put it. You could also use green cabbage instead. We're gonna cut the ends off and cut them into big chunks. Put it on our plate. We have about 100 gram-ish of potato. Potato is optional. We're gonna cut our potatoes into big chunks. Put it on our plate. For our ginger, we need about less than a 1/4 teaspoon, about that much. And I'm just gonna keep it here and scrape this in when we fry it. For our protein, we're gonna be using pork with some fat on it, about 280 gram-ish. You could also use beef or chicken instead. Vegan friends, you could also use tofu bacon or smoked tofu instead, obviously. So we're gonna cut these guys into big chunks. So you could use any cut of pork. Just make sure it has some fat on it because we're gonna render the fat and that's gonna really add a nice, delicious taste to our JjaJang sauce. To our plate. And 1 tablespoon of Korean soy sauce. All-purpose or JjaJangMyun works. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. 1/2 tablespoon of minced garlic. 1 tablespoon of potato starch and 2 tablespoons of water to mix it in together to thicken our JjaJang sauce. And our star ingredient, fermented black bean paste called 춘장 or 볶음짜장, and we need 1/3 cup of 볶음짜장. Now, when you go to a big Korean supermarket, you'll notice these 2 little black bean paste packages nestled in with jars and jars of black bean paste. These are called 춘장. That is the actual fermented black bean paste in its pure form. These jarred ones are called 볶음짜장, which is basically 춘장 that has been fried and oiled with additional seasonings. Now, restaurants would always use 춘장 and they would make it their own special sauce with additional seasonings. But for everyone that makes jajang at home, I say just pick up one of these jars called 볶음짜장. And I keep my 볶음짜장 in the fridge as I eat through it. Now, as for our noodles, I highly recommend using fresh noodles. If you go to a Korean supermarket, just look for the sign that says udon or jajang on the packaging. Now, if you can't get to a Korean market, you could order these dried Korean noodles. Anything that says kalguksu or udon or jajangmyeon works. And the links for these dried noodles will be in the description box below. Alternatively, you could use spaghetti noodles. Just make sure to cook them soft and not al dente. Alternatively, you could just have it over warm Korean rice, and we would call that jajangbap. So good with rice too. Now make sure to have all the ingredients ready to go because the actual cooking time is pretty fast. also have a pot of water boiling and ready to go. Set your heat to high, place your frying pan and let it preheat for about a minute or two. Once the frying pan is preheated, add a generous amount of oil, about a little over 2 tablespoons of oil. Then quickly add your pork. And to this, we're gonna add 1 generous pinch of salt and a little bit of black pepper. Then quickly spread the pork flat. We're just trying to brown it on high heat. Leave it alone for about a good minute. Okay, about a minute later, we just want our pork to be nicely browned like that. Then quickly, move your pork around. Then we're gonna add our potatoes. And we're gonna spread the potato around so it fries in the pork fat. Your heat remains at high, and we're just gonna brown this for another minute. All right, so it's been a minute on high heat, and look, we just wanna brown our potato as well. Then we're gonna lower our heat to medium now, and then we're just gonna put the handle on a mug like this and push all the food to this side. The pork fat has rendered. This is gonna make our jajangmyeon extra delicious. Pork fat is so good. Now with the heat remaining at medium, we're gonna quickly add our garlic and our freshly grated ginger to our delicious oil like that. Woo! And then just put it down and mix our ingredients. Now we're gonna quickly add our onions. We're gonna add a pinch of salt to our onions and just mix it around. Saute the onions on medium heat for about a minute. About a minute later, your onions will look translucent, like it's starting to sweat. Then we're gonna add our zucchini. Then we're gonna add a pinch of salt to our zucchini. And we're just gonna stir fry this for about a good minute. A minute later, I want you to spread everything to the side, create some room right here in the middle, and then we're gonna raise the heat to medium high. Then we're gonna add the soy sauce right here in the middle and let it kind of start sizzling like that for about a good 30 seconds. Then I want you to mix everything up. Oh, it's starting to smell really yummy. And then we're gonna add our oyster sauce, then our sugar, break it up, melt it in the middle like so, and then mix everything up again. Oh, it just started smelling so much better. Once you mix up everything, I want you to push everything to the side again. And when it comes to jajangmyeon, having enough oil is really, really important. So we're gonna add about a tablespoon of oil right in the middle. And then quickly, we're gonna add our 볶음짜장, our fermented black bean paste. Scrape everything out. And then I just want you to kind of saute our black bean paste in oil. So with your heat remaining at medium high, I just want you to kind of stir it around in the middle. Make sure it gets a lot of the heat and the oil absorbed into our black bean paste. And then I want you to start mixing everything up. Okay, so once you mix everything up, do this for about a good minute, okay, on medium-high heat. From our pot of boiling water, we're gonna grab about 400 milliliter of hot water. We're gonna add our hot water now. Remember, our heat is still at medium-high. Look how delicious it looks. Then I want you to cook this for about 2 minutes on medium-high heat. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes now. Do you hear that sound of happiness? It's pretty amazing. And we're gonna add our 2 tablespoons of water to 1 tablespoon of potato starch. And then we're just gonna mix it, break it all up like so. And before we add the cornstarch, we're just gonna turn our heat to low now. And then we're gonna drizzle our potato starch liquid like so, and then just mix it. So this is thickening our sauce so it becomes slurry and delicious, exactly the way we like our JjaJangMyeon sauce. Oh yeah, you see it? And this is done. This is it. That's it. Anyone can make authentic jajangmyeon at home. Let's turn off the heat completely and then have a quick taste test. Oh, that's yummy. It's so delicious. That's all I have to say. Now, you could keep the sauce as is, or you could add, ta-da, MSG, called MiWon in Korean. This is a must item when they make this at restaurants. But it's an industry standard to use MiWon, especially when you make jajangmyeon. No judgment. Do not add this if you're against MSG, or just add a little bit. Again, the choice is up to you. By the way, did you know that there's been many published scientific studies on MSG? All these studies concluded that as long as you consume moderate amount of MSG, there's no adverse effect on human health. Now, some even argue that the myth of MSG being bad for human beings that we all lived through since the 60s was based around xenophobia. Yep, Google it for yourself and read more about it. I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of MiWon MSG. Like I said earlier, this is optional. If you don't have this, you could also put 소고기 Dashida or chicken Dashida or 연두 for my vegan friends, which is plant-based flavor enhancer. The color should be chocolate brown, not black. If it looks black, then you added way too much black bean paste. Let's push this to the side and get our noodles going. Set your heat to high. Make sure your water is piping hot. Now, before you start boiling your noodles, make sure to air toss and loosen your noodles for like 10 seconds. And then we're gonna add it to our pot of water. It's very, very important to not use a small pot and cram your noodles in there. Noodles like to cook freely in a lot of water, so I'm only cooking 1 serving size right now, but if you're gonna cook more than 2 serving size, I would definitely use a pot that's bigger than this one. This is a 5-quart size pot. So after about 3 minutes of boiling in hot water, it should be ready, but let's turn the heat down to medium for now. And always sample a noodle. Dunk it in cold water, and then I want you to have a taste. It should taste soft, okay, not al dente. Okay, so the noodles are ready, so we're gonna just turn off the heat completely. And then quickly, I want you to transfer the noodles to a bowl of cold water. We need to cool down our noodles from the heat so it stays nice and chewy and soft. And quickly bring it over to the sink, pour it in a strainer, and then run it through cold water. So this cooling process removes the extra starch from our noodles, and the noodles taste better that way. To remove the excess cold water, and these are gonna take a dip in the hot water again one more time right before we eat, because you don't wanna eat cold noodles with your jajangmyeon sauce. Add it back to our hot water just for like literally 5 seconds, just to warm it up. And then take it back out and put it back in our strainer again. And then just shake it again, and this is ready. Add it to our serving bowl. If you like it less salty, just add less of the sauce. But I love my jajangmyeon with extra sauce because I actually like the vegetables and the meat more than the noodles. Now you could also add some julienned cucumbers on top. What I like to do is add a little dusting of gochugaru on top because I like it a little spicy. It smells so good. All right, so you gotta go in with your chopsticks like this and then mix it all up. Oh, the sound is so naughty and in such a good way. Ah. For me, before I dive into the noodles, I like to start with this. This is my favorite part. Like, I like this part better than the noodles, actually. Bon appetit, everyone. So good, so good. You are watching this because you've had jajangmyeon and you know how delicious this is. I have my baby method where I use my spoon to help myself pick up the noodles so I avoid splashing myself. Bon appetit, everyone. Again. Now, when you go to jjajangmyeon restaurants, you always get these three sides. This is 노란무, it's pickled radish, and I always like to add a little bit of vinegar on top. And then you also get the raw onion chunks, and I also like to add some vinegar on top. The 노란무, in my opinion, a palate cleanser. And then you go back for more with the 노란무 wrapped up together. Don't eat it, tastes different if you have it together, I promise. The raw onions, I would just put a tiny dab of the black bean sauce and eat it together. It's such a great combination. It has a little bit of that raw taste from the onions with the black bean paste. And did you know that JjaJangMyeon comes in many variations? So there's the one that we made today with the pork, which is the most common, popular one. But there's UniJjajang, there's 삼선짜장, there's 간짜장. There's a lot, and they're all good. If this doesn't make you smile, I don't know. And as I mentioned in my other noodle recipe videos, it is absolutely okay to slurp your noodles in Korean culture. Just don't be obnoxious about it, that's all. So here's a fun fact for you. JjaJangMyeon, along with other delicious dishes that Koreans eat religiously, is actually not Korean. It was invented by Chinese immigrants that immigrated to Korea and came up with this dish. My Chinese friends, they've never ever had jjajangmyeon. If you go to a proper Chinese restaurant, they don't consider this Chinese food. So it's sort of like burritos. Here in the States, everyone thinks burritos are Mexican food, but if you go to Mexico, burritos are like, that's not our food. And this Chinese style food that was created for Koreans, it's called Junghwa Yori, and it's so good. There's so many other delicious dishes. Make sure to subscribe and follow me because I'm gonna also show you how to make jjampong, 탕수육, and much more. Now, if you're a fan of Korean noodle dishes, make sure to go to youtube.com/modernpepper, click on the playlist tab and select Korean noodles recipe playlist, and I will see you there. I want to thank everyone for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe if you have not done so, and hit that notification bell. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 감사합니다. 다음 비디오에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.